What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Here another day. You know, when it's all said and done, right? We always want to hold the trophy. We want to see, can I take you home, girl? Get you all alone, girl. That's all we want to do with that trophy, man. You know? But the way what they're doing with this offense right now, man, is we gonna be able to sing that to the trophy. You know, but I wasn't able to watch. I was able to watch some of that some of the game. Well, not some of the game, but some of the practice on West Coast live. I'm not too sure if he still got it up, if he took it down or anything though, but probably check after. But I was able to watch a little bit of something. I was able to take some things away from that, but not too much because wasn't able to really get into it, but I did see some things though. We got some things to address on here. We're going to come to a specific reality regarding this team that many may not want to accept. However, that doesn't mean the season is over. However, that doesn't mean that at the end of the day, at the end of the season, that we can't hold that trophy that we all want to hold. But it's gonna probably come at a cost, and we got to uphold a certain identity that, as Cowboy fans, we probably familiar with. See, just because the league turned into something, don't mean that we got to turn into just that. We just adjust. Many teams who have achieved greatness, just like that basketball team, right? Can you play in multiple ways? Can you play big when you go against that big team with a lot of length? Can you play small when that team want to go? Can you adjust your team to fit certain places to dominate them? So you got this soft defense, then you got the physicality to run over. If you got a defense with weak corners, do you have the offense to take it to the top? You know what I mean? Just things like that. Do you have the ability to play in different type of play style? And do the play style that you normally have, for instance, like the Titans, do you do that well? For instance, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is the main man over there at Tennessee. So we know that they're going to have to run that ball. Titans run the ball very well, which gets them in the playoffs, though. But the reason why they can't take the next step is because of that bum quarterback they had. Let's be real. Just like with the Colts. What was always holding the Colts back? A couple pieces here, and definitely a quarterback, since Luck was gone. Look like they addressed that because Matt Ryan can get it done. Matt Ryan just needed to be around somebody that was different. He needed to be in a better environment. He needed to be around a team that can protect him, that can run the ball, that got a defense. And the coach was a perfect fit. All Matt Ryan's got to do is make them throws as necessary. All he damn near got to do is damn near play that Matt Stafford role that he did with the Rams. But but we here to talk some Cowboys, man. Let's get into first things first. I was thinking about some things, right? Let's go with the linebacker situation, right? With the linebacker situation, I was looking at this defense. This defense, since we talk about play style, we're going to live and die with this defense. This defense has to carry us this year. That's just what it is. If you were desiring 30 points a game, like something like the offense that we did last year, you're going to be disappointed. However, when we so-called had, that high-scoring offense, even though it was against bums, what did that lead us to? That led us to being one and done, getting sent home early. You remember that season when we went to the playoffs, though? When we played the Rams in the playoffs? Was people expecting us to be there in that position? No. They wasn't. They was riding us off early. Just like everybody else is riding us off early. Now, I'm not here to tell you be all this optimistic because, I'm quick to tell you we suck. I'm quick to tell you, hold on, we a little better than what you think. I'm going to keep it real. Now, look, like I said, discipline, physicality, defense, running game. We execute on them, we're gonna have an opportunity. And then when we get to the playoffs, it's gonna have to be on Dak. You know, it's gonna be on Dak's shoulders. You know, things could change. It's a long season, different seasons. You got the summer, autumn, fall, winter, different seasons in this football. Can you withstand the different seasons? Can you withstand, there's going to be a whole bunch of teams that come on hot and end cold. And there's going to be some teams that come on cold and end hot. It's a long season. Like I always say, did you expect the Cincinnati Bengals to be in that position? No, I did not expect this. I sure didn't. I'll be real. I sure didn't expect the Cincinnati Bengals to be in that position. But they got there, though. So you never know. It's a long season. Yeah, I'm quick to tell you. Yes, we need to address this wide receiver position still. Yes, we need to address the swing tackle position still. Yes. So, yeah, there's no team that's perfect. No team that's perfect. But what's your identity? And if we move in this season without an identity, if we move in this season without an identity, we will fail. Do we have to have it all figured out to begin? No. But as we go along, it needs to be figured out, though. So just be patient. We're going to see what we got going on. I'm pretty sure the way this team looking now is not going to look from the start. It's not going to look when we halfway in. We're going to go through different seasons with this team. A whole lot of ups, a whole lot of downs. I'm not, personally, I don't tell you, I'm not big on moral victories. I can't stand moral victories. At the end of the day, I'm always like, so what was the result? Okay, so what you need to do next time to execute and be better and to get the necessary outcome that you want. I'm not with that moral victory. Oh, we fought hard. Now I'm not with that. Oh, we had a good season. We went this. No. Everybody, all these teams play to hold one trophy, but there can only be one winner. There can only be one winner. And we playing every year to be that one winner. But it always seems with that one winner, there's always a blueprint that needed to be followed. Many have tried, many have failed every year. Whether it be circumstances that they can control or circumstances that they can't control. Either way, many have tried, many have failed. So with that being the case, man, let's go back into these linebackers. I think with these linebackers, I think every linebacker is going to have a purpose. For instance, man, if Harper make this 5-3, Harper might be the type of dude as we go along. He might be that first and second down play that go with the thump. Because are you going to expect some thump from Leighton? Hell no. Leighton ain't never bought the thump. Why would you expect physicality for a player who doesn't have a knack on physicality? You know what you're going to get with Micah. You know what you're going to get with Bard. I think every single linebacker that's on this roster is going to have a certain type of role. Is going to be brought in on certain situations. I think we're going to go a little bit deeper as far as linebackers. So I think the number of linebackers that we normally keep, add one more to it. Add one more to it. Add one more. But yeah, man. So looking at that practice today, man, I seen Basham out there. Basham was looking solid. You know, I write Basham off all the time. You know, maybe I still don't think he's gonna make this team just because that's how deep we are. But that don't mean that if push come to shove, if they didn't have no plans for him, that you couldn't really get nothing for him. If Basham make this team, that means somebody that you might have had hope for that was young got to go. Somebody's old got to go. But he looked good out there. He was in there making some plays. A CD, we had a scare with that. But seeing more, looking more into that, and I'm on Twitter kind of viewing that, they said that he had a cut on his foot and he got some stitches. So we just got blessed and we got lucky with that one. I'm not too sure if it was on the field or it was off the field incident. I'm not too sure. However, we just glad and we lucky that CD not gonna miss an extended period of time, because if we ever had to endure that, especially with Gallup and them being out, unless one of these receivers just turn into something that is unheard of, your season would have been would have been done early. But we good, but we glad with that though. Out there, man, I seen Gallimore, man, in the one-on-ones, man. Gallimore was out there looking real nasty, looking real physical. And that's one thing that we've been preaching all year, physicality. This defense, like I said, that's going to have to be our identity. When they talk about the Dallas Cowboys, they're going to have to talk about how we are a defensive first team. We're going to have to be a defensive first team. All that, it's going to be a different play. And there ain't nothing wrong with, relying on your defense to get you to the playoffs. And it could be done. Ask the Rams. They got their Aaron Donald. We got our Michael Parsons. And we got a young Michael Parsons who's going to be here for a very long time. You trying to tell me Micah ain't going to get us at least one or two? Come on. At the end of the day, man, what's going on in that locker room? What's going on with that culture? Is everybody coming together? Because when you coming together on one accord, you can get things from a player that they might have not know that they had in themselves. Like, for instance, man, when I play ball, our locker room was tight. We love one another, you know what I'm saying? We had fun. We got together outside of football, and we held each other to a high standard. And with that, and we were so close knit, we got to the championship. Yeah, we got blown out, but there was other reasons for that though. But we got there though. We came together. We fought through adversity. And this team is going to fight through a lot of adversity. What's going on, Teflon? This team going to have to go through, we're going to go through a lot of ups and downs. There's going to be some of y'all probably during this season. Man, I don't know, man. It's not looking too good. Yeah. I'm looking at the practice on West Coast Live. I'm looking at the practice on West Coast Live, man, and looking at Dak just getting touched. I don't know who it was though, but I ain't like how they touched my quarterback though. You know what I mean? Like they wanted to give him a little pop to make it. I ain't like that. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't like that, and it was on the pass too. I always think a pop for a pop, an eye for an eye, man. You touch my quarterback. And you give my quarterback a pop in practice, man, I'm about to put Herbert on his back. Oops, I'll take whatever fine or whatever the case that may be. But you're not going to touch my quarterback like that. That's my season right there. That's what I done worked hard for. And you trying to tell me because you want to be dumb, you want to be extra out and touch my quarterback? I mean, you crazy as hell. But that's gonna come with the backbone and everything. I seen Tank out there. Tank was out there looking good. I seen him on the inside. I think it was on the what was it? A stunt? I'm not too sure, but he went inside. I don't know if it was a rush or it was stunning. I couldn't really see. I was looking at West Coast Live, but Tank was out there looking active. He was out there active, and that's what y'all wanted, right? Don't think that we don't need Tank. Don't think we don't need Tank, because Tank is going to be an integral part of this defense. Tank does so many things that's been underappreciated. You know, we always looked at the numbers with Tank. I always looked at what Tank could bring, man, and him setting that edge, him being motivated by Micah. Is it a coincidence that we're the most penalized team? Damn. You know, ever since, man, that I've been able to understand football, you know, when I really started really just paying attention to the game of football, I've always seen that Dallas got a lot of calls that were very questionable. You know, especially when I used to watch the games with my pops, we'd have been like, we always came away like, huh? You cheating us. And a lot of them calls affected the outcome of the game. See, we ain't gonna act like the refs don't affect the outcomes of the game, because it do. You know, Dallas I remember I think it was against the Redskins, man, and I think Tony had threw that game winner to Roy Williams. And they took it away, what they call a hold. But you look at any other team, though, right? They wouldn't have called that hold. But since it was the Dallas Cowboys, let's go ahead and call that hold. All the other teams get the benefit of the doubt, but the Dallas Cowboys don't. Yeah, some of them, just like on the preseason game, man, some of them calls was BS. Just like, you know, when we get penalized from certain things that our players do. Certain players get a tap on the wrist. Certain players get easy punishment. But let it be a Cowboy player. We're going to crucify you. Just like with Zeke. People doing worse things, but getting the same if not less punishment with Zeke. Don't make no sense. See, we can see it. We can see it all, and we know what's going on with it. And it's ridiculous. So, yeah. They got something against, you know, whether it be commissioner to commissioner. They got something against these boys, man, for sure. They got something against these Cowboys. Yeah, there ain't no, yeah. Yeah, I see what you see, for sure. And I've been seeing it for a long time. That don't make no sense. You know, that we got to fight. Just like Dez caught it. We got to fight against not only the other team, but in most cases, the refs. Damn, how you gonna do that? How you gonna beat that? How you gonna beat that? Who knows if they would have gave us that catch in Green Bay? Who knows what we could have did after that? But you know, see, but one thing's for sure, we gotta adjust. We gotta adjust. And as far as the penalty situations with Mike McCarthy, yeah, there's some things like discipline does play a big factor in that. You know what I'm saying? I think he could be more I think he need to hold players to a higher standard as far as when it comes down to these penalties and like the physicality of practice. You know, we need to go as hard as we can. Honestly, see, one thing I don't like, man, is that the league that made it soft. I remember when I played football, when I had 2 a days, it was 2 padded practices. and we was banging in both practices with film room in a hot ass sun. Didn't matter. They talking about tired legs. Well, hop your ass in the ice bath. Take care of your body. No matter if the league trying to take care of these players or not, you still gonna have tired legs. You still gonna have injuries. You can't avoid that. You know that don't. You know, like they hurt the quality of the game with it. I like to see they want points. I love to see physical play. I love to see them games, man, that ended in 10-7, 7-3. I like them type of games, 6-3. I like them defensive games. I'm a big fan of defense. And I hate that you know, we get a little, you know, you can't hit the quarterback a certain type of way. You can't get handsy. Everything is a hold call. You touch the quarterback face match, they throwing it out. It's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You know? But you know, just to go back into like, you know, us being a defensive led team. If you look at a lot of these Super Bowl winners and a lot of these Super Bowl participants, a lot of them was carried by the defense. Yeah, they made players on offense when they needed to. But if you look at it, for instance, let me go back. Russell Wilson with the Seattle, that defense. The Rams with Jared Goff, how they got to the bowl, defense. Even with Stafford, had a cool defense. Who else? Oh, Tom Brady with the Bucks and with the Patriots. Patriots don't get none of that without their defense. Facts. You know? Even Aaron Rodgers with the Green Bay when he got his. With Clay Matthews and all them. Defense. No wonder we ain't won a Super Bowl soon. Man, them refs ridiculous, man. The refs is ridiculous. But you know, and a lot of times they can say we can't really play through that. A lot of some things that we can't play through. We could try to say, oh, we hold it. There's certain things that we can't play through, you know. So that's why I like sometimes with the draft, let's try to be as dominant as possible. So even if the refs do throw some BS our way, we can withstand it just because we're so good. Just because we're so great. You know what I mean? But, you know. It's funny. I seen David Hillman post talking about Bohannon getting first team reps, and Bohannon responded like, "The fuck you think I'm a scrub or something?" I like that. I like that type of mentality. Cause yeah, man, everybody even sleep on Bohannon, man, like he wasn't a solid player coming out of college. He just needed some growing to do, just like Ridgeway, you know? It's there. And Bohannon in that preseason game, Bohannon looked good. He had a solid game. He's been playing pretty solid. Yeah, so he's definitely not being talked about enough. But I always figured since after the game, since we've been talking about the offseason, I've been talking about, you know, even though we need to address the one tech, that Bohannon should be a part of that. I've always included Bohannon, whether he started or not. I've always included Bohannon in fixing the nose tackle position. A lot of the things with Bohannon was get your weight under control. There is a such thing as being too damn big. You know, we'll take you 320, 325, maybe 330. But when you start getting 340, 350, and that's starting affecting your mobility, Then we like, okay, lay down the ho-hos, lay down them Twinkies, bro, and go put you some fruits and vegetables in you real quick. You know, I'm gonna need you to do about 5 extra sprints. You know, when we get done running our gases, you got 5 more to go. You know, most deaf. Uh, you know, with Neville, it look like he ain't missing a beat. You know, he bigger, but it like he still got that quickness, man. Can Neville stay healthy though? That's the quote. Can he stay healthy for us though? Osa looking real cut up, looking real ripped. I'm like, okay, I see you, Osa. So we have the young players working on their bodies from year 1 to year 2. Because we got to think about it. Look though, we had that type of season, and we went to the playoffs with rookies, with a lot of young players. Micah, Osa, you know. Even Diggs was young, you know. Diggs is another year. Diggs, what is this Diggs? 3rd year? That's young. That's young. Curse, we ain't been familiar with. This is Kurt's first year, even though he's not a rookie. This is Kurt's real time playing, you know, all these heavy snaps. Young. When we had them injuries and we had Micah playing in. Young. So if we can get that going on and these young guys stepping into bigger roles, stepping in with better bodies, stepping in with more experience, I expect for us to build on what we accomplished last year. That's why one of the reasons why I'm so high on this defense, because they showed me all the time. And it looked like, you know, at least from the first preseason game till now, that the middle of that defense, they took notice. I kind of don't really want to see no starters in this preseason. I like getting to work with these in this training camp against the Chargers and everything. I like that type of work. I don't want to see CD. Maybe Osa can get some more. Gallimore, he don't need to play. We need to keep him as healthy as possible. Maybe the younger dudes who need the reps, who don't really get too much reps, that's kind of playing the backfield, yeah, play it with them. But other than that, we relying on a lot of young dudes, which gets me to my next thing. Do we give Antonio Brown some play? Man, y'all know me. I'm for Antonio Brown. People don't want to deal with the headache and put that in his contract. You act up, we cut you, no penalty. But we ain't gonna act like Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown would make a huge difference. People just don't want to deal with the headache or what he got going on, but the man is still a baller though. But I understand that people don't want to deal with all that. Like, what good is you signing him and we ain't gonna have him because he gonna do something or say something, you know? Maybe, you know, and do we have vets that can kind of keep that under control? No, not on offense. You know, the coaching might be able to, you know, do what they got to do, but not on offense, though. We don't have no coaching that'll help keep that under control. Because if Pittsburgh couldn't do it, if Tampa couldn't do it, what the hell makes you think we gonna do it? So it's like, what the hell do you willing to accept? You know, every team, especially that went to the bowl, got some type of knuckleheads on their team. I like knuckleheads on my team. I like, man, like I said, we need some thugs on this team, football wise. We need some thugs. You know, Ain't nothing wrong with a little misdemeanor here and there on your records, you know. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that, you know. But if it was me, instead of all that Roquan Smith talk, man, I like Antonio Brown. I ain't even gonna lie. He'll do better by not doing all that talking he be doing in some interviews, but will it happen? I doubt it. I think we will have to be desperate at wide receiver, which is not far off. You let something happen to CD, knock on wood. You let something happen to CD, and that desperation, that's something that T.Y. Hilton can't fix. You know? That's something Emmanuel Sanders can't fix. I'll take Emmanuel Sanders right now, though, just to have that vet, you know? Like, we really relying on a whole bunch of rookies and unproven players to give us what we want at a receiving core. That's dangerous. Deron Bland surprised me. I'm not going to. Hey, I'm going to tell you what. With Deron Bland, I ain't going to lie. I didn't even expect all that. You know, I knew that there was a plan, especially with Dan Quinn, because I know how Dan Quinn like to draft his corners. Man, but one thing I'm impressed with Deron Bland is that run support, tackling, and he got some speed on him. He got some speed on him. Man, if the other corners ain't ready, man, he's showing that he might can get, you know, in them little dime packages or something. You know, because Mike McCarthy like that 3 safety look. Wouldn't be surprised, man, if sometimes, man, they got Deron Bland out there, man. They got nothing but all the DBs out there, man. You know, they got what? They'll probably have about like seven DBs out there or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised. Ooh, hey, look, with Tyler Smith, boy, they be ignorant not to sit over there and start him week 1. Like I said, man, anything that he got as far as technical wise and anything that we need to learn, that he needs to learn going through his rookie trials and tribulations, I'm for it. I'd rather just go through that than having Connor Williams there. Like, man, I was seeing something today. Tyler Smith was out there moving. I actually seen a couple plays where the O-line was moving downfield. But Tyler Smith, you know that you're going to get him down the field. He just looks so comfortable out there. You know, because it's not too big. Because, you know, that's why I said him going to guard, that was one of the best things for him. To use that athleticism that he had. He just sharpened some things up. To keep him in a tighter space and use that athleticism that he got. And he was already nasty. Come on, man. Come on. I love that. I love that Nash. I love that edge. And the way that we want to play, what we need to accomplish on offense, if they believe in what they say, as far as physicality wise, week 1 is going to be Tyler Smith. If they were doing all that capping, all that BSing, they're gonna start Connor McGovern. Simple as that. Need to be Tyler Smith, Tyron Smith, Biotish, Zach, Steele. That's a good enough line. That's a line good enough to get you to the bowl. Compare that line to the Rams line. Compare that line to the Bengals line. Piece for piece. And tell me something. The Bengals got can't think of that guard name, man. He underrated. Oh, I can't think of his guard. But that nasty guard they got. I can't think of his name. My brother know it. My brother know. My brother tell me. But I get that nastiness from Tyler Smith. Damn, I can't think of that man's name. I think he was with the Titans for a little bit. Damn, it just came from the top of my tongue too. Damn. I don't know why, man. I be freezing when it comes to names on here sometimes. Like the top of it, damn. But anywho, y'all may know who I'm talking about. But he's the guard. I think he left guard for the Bengals. Left or he left, I believe. But he nasty though. He nasty. Hold on real quick. Let me plug my charger in. Let me plug my charger in. All right. There we go. All right. But Spain, there we go. Quentin Spain. Yeah. I do something. Yes. Quentin Spain. Woo! That's what I was saying. He got that nastiness like Mr. Spain. If you don't know about Spain, look him up. Because Spain is solid and nasty. Yeah. It was saying how Tyron Smith was getting dogged. Yeah, I've seen Tyron get beat at top. It is what it is. It's practice, you know. I know when it comes down to the game, when it comes down to Tyron to rise to the occasion, as long as he's healthy, he gonna rise to the occasion. I'm not really concerned about that. You know, I'm just concerned about the physicality. And like I said, if you want your center, Tyler Biadasz, to be at optimum, to be at his best, you need to put two physical dudes that can run block and help in pass protection with him. And I bet you, with Tyler Smith and him being surrounded by Zach Martin, I bet you that center play will rise. But I bet you put Connor McGovern and then you got Tyler Smith, you can be like, what the hell is going on with Tyler Biadasz? I guarantee you that's what's going to be. I guarantee you. Also, man, hey, you know Micah was out there being Micah. I seen West Coast. He was talking about a series. In a 4-play series, he had 3 sacks. This is also what I wanted to talk about. As Cowboy fans, we so used to having great players, like we're numb to greatness. It's like we expect every player to come up in here and we hold them to a great standard. And then when we see greatness every Sunday, we get used to it, you know. And if anything happens, you know, we're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? With Micah's gonna do things that we probably have never ever seen before. We gotta appreciate that. That man. Hell yeah, I do. Hell yeah, I do. I sure do think the kicker's position gonna be a problem. Hell yeah, unless, like I said, I think they're banking on Meyer. If Meyer can give us at minimum what Zerline gave us last year, which is in the mid 80s as far as percentile with kicks and extra points, I think they'll take that. Because, you know, Zerline to me wasn't as bad as other people think, because I know that first game when he missed all the potentials, I believe he came in hurt. He was hurt. But I am disappointed that we didn't take this serious. Like I said, I wanted the Texas kicker, Dicker the kicker. But it ain't like we can't make a trade for a kicker. Yeah, and then to bring in a kicker that failed with us the first time, and then act like he gonna save us the second time. I gotta see. To be honest with you, in this preseason game, I kind of want them to go a whole bunch of I want that man to attempt a 55-yard field goal, a 50-yard field goal, a 45 field goal, and something up close. I want to see it all. I do. I need to see it all, because y'all know there's always a couple games that's always decided by that kicking. You know what I'm saying? And especially this year, on how I kind of figured out that we gonna start. We can't afford to lose games because our kicker missed something that he should have made. You know, we can't afford that. You know, if we tied up 6-6 and we just scored a touchdown, and then he missed the extra point to make it 7, and then we go to OT and lose. We could have won the damn game in regulation if you just made the damn extra point. But yeah, we can't. I hate that they did that, but for I mean, look, John Bones, Fossil, I like him. So evidently Fossil seen something like, all right, we can roll with this. We can do this. We can do this. So if Fossil seen that, okay, it is what it is. But why not go trade for a Saints kicker? You know, look at all the kickers, man. I mean, but the Bengals, I think it was that Bengals and Packers game. They did have a game where, yeah, them kickers was missing a lot of kicks, and then you know what's crazy? That Green Bay kicker, I think it was Crosby. He always have a game where he missed hella kicks. It's been like that for the past 2-3 years. He missed hella kicks, but then he just snaps out of it. You know, the Bengals, he missed a lot of kicks, but then he came in clutch for him in the playoffs. You know, I look at the Rams got a decent kicker. He's a good kicker. And they won a Super Bowl with that kicker. The Bills got a good kicker. The Chiefs got a good kicker. Who else was up in there? Niners had they kicker decent. They kicker decent. Yeah, man. Just to name a few, kickers play an important part in the playoffs. They play an important part. And we can't fail. I mean, if he can make the kicks, like I said, I'm not expecting the kicker to be perfect. But I need you to make these extra points. I need you to be consistent in the 40-yard department. You know, I'm not expecting, you know, he got a leg on him. So if we can get that occasional 55, 57-yard field goal, I'm with that, you know. So, you know, hopefully he can make some consistent 50-yarders. You know, if it fit 53 and back, all right, I understand, you know. But I need you from 50 on in. I need you to be consistent. I need you to hit that at a high clip. I need you to hit that at a 90% clip. I do. I need them 50 yards and in at a 90% clip. We need to damn near use Turpin as part. Turpin is supposed to be what Lucky Whitehead and Taylor Austin didn't turn out to be. But jet sweeps, kind of like some Percy Harvin. We need to use Tony Pollard and Turpin similarly. There's no way that we got Tony Pollard and Turpin on the field and don't nobody respect it. Don't nobody respect them going up top. Don't nobody respect them going lateral. You know what I mean? If that doesn't free up room for Zeke, then you need to fire Kellen Moore before the month is over. If in this month we don't have no room to run the balls because they're not using them quick players, them speedy players, right? It's time for them to go. Time for them to go. No goddamn way. No way. We got speed. It's unproven speed. Like I said, Tony Pollard. See, look. This is why I say I'm not really too concerned about the offense. Because look at how the Niners came through, right? It's a passing league, but they came through. Man, they beat us with Jimmy Garoppolo. In a rotation at running backs. In a defense that wasn't all the way there. Look how they beat us. They took it to us. So you trying to tell me that if we took on that physical mindset, that physical play with the talent that we got, that we can't be a top 3, if not the best defense in the league? And then this is also why I'm not really concerned, because a lot of the NFC talent that was there, they all went to the AFC. Devontae Adams, AFC. The Colts, the Colts got the Colts, the Chargers, Buffalo, Tennessee, all of them, they got to compete against each other, right? Who is really a threat to us in the NFC? Who is really a threat that we just like, damn, we got to worry about? Green Bay is going to be out the picture. They weak. The Rams, they're going to have that Super Bowl hangover, and they lost some. They lost Vaughn. They got Aaron Donald, but that hangover is real with them. It look like Stafford got something going on with his arm. Let's look. Let me look. Let me see something real quick. I'll tell you right now. I ain't worried about the Bucks. Something tell me that the Bucks ain't focused. All right. Green Bay, I ain't worried. Niners, I ain't worried. Rams, they got the championship pedigree. They'll be competitive. All right. Philly, I ain't worried. Seahawks, they're done. Minnesota, I ain't worried. Chicago, I ain't worried. Tampa Bay, I'm not really worried. Saints, I'm not worried. Detroit, I'm not worried. The Giants, I'm not worried. The Falcons, I ain't worried. The Panthers, I ain't worried. The Commanders, I ain't worried. The Cardinals, Cardinal Kyler Murray don't love football, but they'll be competitive. So really, if you really look at it, other than the Cardinals, maybe the Vikings, the Rams, and Tampa, they're the only ones that you're really competing with. And if you look at the makeup of what they got going on, how we can't get with that? And the bulk of what we got going on, and we playing nothing but NFC teams, you got 6 games over there in your division alone. I think you play the Rams. You got Tampa, that's 8 right there. Who else you got? You got Detroit. So all you got to do is win your conference. You ain't gonna see an AFC team into the Super Bowl, as far as when it's really time. So if you really look at it, I don't know if I already looked at it like that, but the Dallas really don't really have nobody in their way. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, put your money on Dallas week 1. You think Dak and them don't want that game? You think they're not about to tee off on time? And Tristan Wirfs, I think he out for the year. No, the center is out for the year, and Tristan Wirfs, he hurt for a while. So you trying to tell me that we ain't gonna tee off on Brady? Ooh, wait. Well, if we beat the Bucks and the Bengals. Facts. You know they is. Oh, they was without their starting right tackle. They was without their center. Godwin wasn't playing. Man, we ain't trying to hear none of that. You a healthy team, you on the schedule, you play it. Ain't no excuses. Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin don't make excuses. We go with what's out there. Pittsburgh got to the damn playoffs with all the circumstances that they had to face. They got to the playoffs still had a winning record. Tomlin don't make excuses. He get it done. But when Dallas get ready to make some damage, they want to diminish the quality of the win. No, you beat them too. Them is 2 quality wins. Facts. I don't give a damn who out there. It's quality wins. You got to play the Super Bowl. You got to play Super Bowl contenders back-to-back weeks to start off your and you wipe them off. Can't say we ain't played nobody. You can't say that this defense ain't for real. They get ready to show you. I can't wait. What I really can't wait for is that Burrow. Oh, Burrow against his defense. I hella want to see that. I want to see how they go against Chase and Hick. Oh, I can't wait to see that. That's going to be a good-ass game. That's going to be game of the week. maybe game of the year. I just get a good feeling about that game. That shit gonna be a battle. That's gonna be a hell of a battle for sure. I can't wait for that game. But Tampa, that's gonna be a hell of a game too. You know, Dak said that's gonna be a personal game for Dak. Dak said he wanted that. We would go see him again. Yeah, we didn't see him in the playoffs though. But yeah, here you go, Dak. You got to see Tom Brady, man. I better see Gallup. I better see Tom Brady. I want to see Tom Brady. That damn Brady on the back of his jersey. You can't see it because it's so green. You know what I mean? Even though we probably on turf. God damn it, I want to see it all. All of that thing. I want to see, babe. I want to see Tom Brady more on the ground than he is up. So they can say what they want, man. But I'm putting my money on Dallas. And they got Tampa. When I last seen the spread, Tampa by 1.5. Yeah, that tells me that Dallas got that. You know how they do. You know how Vegas and them do. You know how Vegas and them do. They tell me that Dallas got that one. And then they had Dallas favorite the week after that. I'm getting ready to go ahead and damn near take that damn spread regardless. I'm just going to go out on a limb. I'm going to put some money on that thing, man. I ain't about to do no playing. That's going to be a good-ass game, though. That's going to be a good-ass game. Yeah, I can't wait for that one. I can't wait for that one, man. But yeah, man, I'm not panicking. Like I said, we got weapons. If Lamar could throw the 2 tight ends and go to the playoffs with Andrews and Hurts, or the one that's on the lot, I think it's Hurts. If he can go to that and with Hollywood Brown, you trying to tell me that we can't go with the way the NFC conference is looking in the hole? Come on, bro. Easy money. You know, my thing is, man. My thing is, can these young wide receivers get the separation that we desire? And that's what I'm looking for on Saturday. How you young? I want to see Greer in there more. I want to see DiNucci. Man, Resh, I'm good, man. I want to see somebody who's gonna force the ball downfield and make us give these wide receivers a real evaluation. You know, Cooper Rush, his Dallas days to me, is done. It's done. So I'd rather see Greer, DiNucci go at it. Just give them they 2. So, you know, I'm definitely interested. I want to see Houston and Tolbert and Simi definitely see how they react. Vasher, I kind of know what it is, regardless if he got the second team, first team or not. His play style has to come on that. And I just got to use my length on you. I got to box. He got to get bigger, though, so he can use that Brandon Marshall on him and box him out. He got to get bigger. You know? So, you know, I pretty much know with Vasher. I'm loving the tight ends. I'm loving our tight, especially with Ferguson. I'm loving that, man. Ferguson was giving me them Dalton vibes, man. But Ferguson, man, he's going to be a hell of a blocker for us. He's going to get more playing time than what y'all guys think. He's going to be a safety net. He's probably going to come out strong, you know, because you got to remember, though, you know, we be always looking at these wide receivers, though. But remember, though, Dallas got Tony Pollard, Zeke, Ferguson, which I believe with everybody around him is going to be nice and open underneath, and Dalton Schultz with CD. That's more talent than a lot of these teams really have if I really look at it, bro. Yeah, we looking at the second, third, fourth wide receivers like, God damn. But just remember, look how your receiving core gonna look in 2 months. Gallup coming back, James Washington coming back. Them is 2 vets right there. 2 vets that's gonna make a big difference. You know, because I never wanted James Washington to be in a secondary wide receiver role. I just wasn't feeling that. You know what I mean? But to have James Washington in the third, fourth wide receiver role, why can't we get Cedi Wilson type of production from him? He's a complimentary wide receiver. It's gonna look pretty nice though, man. Y'all gonna have to wait till probably week 8, week 10 to get it though, but you're gonna get it. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I'm good too. I'm good too, man. I'm hella good. I'm good, man. We ain't got time for that. See, Cooper Rush, like I said, he was just fortunate to be in a situation where he was around surrounded by all them weapons, where he didn't have to do too much. He had the wide receivers and the tight ends and Zeke. But this year is where we need a quarterback who got to make plays. That's why with Dak, we were asking Dak to do more than he's ever done. He has to take that Russell Wilson step because of what we have. We have less, So Dak has to show us right now, hey, Dak, is you the quarterback to take us to the promised land? You're going to find out this season. You're going to find out this season because when the weapons come back, all he is, and if he ball in the way that we expect him to, making people better, then when the weapons come back, expect something, I say, man, don't expect 13-4, 14-3, 12-5. I say it's realistic to expect 10-7. I say 10-7 in the playoffs and we get hot and we do some damage. I say 10-7. Expect 10-7. Maybe if our heart 9-8, but 10-7. Remember this. Remember what I said it. Remember I said this on this live. 10-7. 10-7. That's very realistic, especially the way we built. And then we're going to get hot middle to the end. Remember I said that. Yeah. Most def. I'm glad they franchise tag him. I think he gonna play the whole year. Dalton gonna play the whole year, and he just gonna walk. He's gonna walk, and then Ferguson gonna be the number one next year. So Dallas knew what they was doing for us to be in this position. They done thought it out. So, but yeah, man, I really like Ferguson too, though, man. I really do. Definitely. I say it's realistic to expect 30 catches from Ferguson. I say it's realistic, especially, we might be calling on him to do a little bit more heavy lifting early on because we're going to be receiver by committee early on, So, like I said, man, it's going to be a game where Noah might have to get 5 catches. There may be a game where Tony Pollard got 8 catches, There may be, because, they're going to double team CD. So, there may be a game where, Turpin may have a punt return TD, a kick return TD, and 5 catches. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to do committee by committee until we get healthy. So, Zeke, like I said, Zeke gonna have to have a bigger role in the passing game. We gonna have to, Zeke gonna have to go downfield. Like I said, we got weapons to use. See, we just always look at the names. Oh man, such and such there, but if you really look at it, we got weapons. How we gonna use them though? How we gonna use them weapons? How we gonna get Tony Pollard on the mismatch? How we gonna throw the ball to Doug more? How we gonna free up CD? How you gonna make sure that the rookies and Simi or whatever, whoever make the team can get up? How we gonna make sure that can we throw Noah Brown the ball on them out routes? Like I said, we might be two, three catches in a row, maybe nothing but quick passes to Noah Brown, and the third one for a first down. You know, Dak, you know what I mean? Remember Dak, we gotta use Dak legs, man. Dak gonna run that read option. Dak gonna have some carries too. So Dak is gonna be a weapon for us too. But like I said, we got something, you know. If Josh Allen can do it like that, then why the hell Dak can't? You know, so we have something. You know, it ain't like we just handicapped or off it. We got something. The question is, how is Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore gonna use it? Can we eliminate killing ourselves with these penalties? You know, I know in some games where it's probably gonna be ridiculous, they're gonna be cheating this, but can we eliminate the unnecessary penalties? Penalties that hurt us with the big plays that we gonna get, you know, and can we be physical on both sides of the ball, especially up front? If we can do that, watch out. Watch out. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for joining in, man. You're ready to get up off here. Yeah, man. If y'all ain't hit that like button for me, please do hit that like button for me, man. Appreciate y'all. And y'all have a good one, man. And we out.